Hey everyone, it's Vladimir Gortsev. In this video, I will talk about an essential filter for my scalp trading. Let me remind you that I call this trading strategy European for convenience. If you missed the video where I described this trading system, which I started developing and testing in 2016, then you'd better watch it first. You can find the link to the video describing the strategy in the top right corner now. What is the purpose of filtering market signals of the strategy? Additional conditions specially selected for a particular trading system can boost the efficiency of our trading. The filter somewhat blocks off strategy signals that emerge in disadvantageous trading conditions. Since the entire European trading system is built on fast price impulses, in this case the task of the filter is to protect us from making trades when a sharp impulse occurs in unfavorable conditions for us. Yes, such conditions also exist. We do not need any additional tools, such as indicators, for the main filter to function. We will carry out all actions to assess the market situation on a clean price chart. For the first example, I will use a chart with a 1-minute time frame. As you remember, with this time frame, the duration of the transaction is also 1 minute. We are looking for a fast momentum on the price chart, and it does not matter which way it will be directed, up or down. Let's say we find a downward momentum and now check if it is in the filter. What does this mean? On the chart, from the current time, we draw two horizontal lines back, to the left. One line will pass through the highest price that the market reached in 5 hours. The second line will pass through the lowest market value of this asset in the last 5 hours. In fact, these price levels help us reject questionable trading signals. Now we can enter into a put option when a fast upward momentum appears on the chart, only when the price breaks through the upper line. Call options only make sense if the impulse overcomes the lower horizontal line from top to bottom. Let's consider an example, when the upward price momentum has already overcome the filter conditions, allowing me to enter into a put option. If we draw a horizontal line through the maximum price of an asset in the last 5 hours, then it will pass close to the current market price. The market situation is not in the filter, which means that here it was possible to take a trade according to the European strategy. Meanwhile, in this example, even though we observe the emergence of an ascending price impulse on the chart, we cannot take a trade, since the situation is in the filter. It is not necessary to draw a horizontal line on the chart. You can map out your actions in your mind. Here I draw the lines only for clarity, but even with a little practice, you can easily determine visually the effect of the filter on the charts. The situation is the same for the lower filter. We can enter into call options when the price breaks the filter line from top to bottom during a downward impulse. In this case, the option is bought in the direction of price growth. For convenience, it is better to view charts of different currency pairs, because on some charts there will be no momentums at all, while there will be impulses on other charts but within the limits of the filter. Over time, the filters change on the chart. For example, the maximum price value of an asset, through which we previously drew the horizontal upper line, can now be more than 5 hours away from our current moment. Since for the filter effect we take into account only the price values of the last 5 hours, the values emerged during this period are no longer of interest to us. We do not take them into consideration. Let me remind you that on a chart with a 1-minute time frame, we estimate the maximum and minimum prices only for the last 5 hours. If trading is carried out on a chart with a 2-minute time frame, then when you assess the filter, you will have to use a 10-hour period, that is, twice as long. We can say that for the filter we take 5 hours for every minute of the time frame. Of all my strategies, which I fully described and demonstrated in my free course, only momentum scalping has such a filter. I shared the link to my free course in the description to this video. There you will also find links to several high-quality platforms in which I have trading accounts myself. Earlier I was asked a question regarding the formation of a momentum just where the filter passes. Is it necessary that the entire momentum be completely outside the filter, or will we be able to make a trade when the price leaves the filter limits at the close of the last candlestick of the impulse, after which we plan to enter the market? It is enough for the closing of the momentum candle to be outside the filter, then we can make a trade. For example, 4 or 5 consecutive medium and long candles of the same color were within the filter. All this time, we could not enter the market in the direction of the momentum correction. Now another candle with a relatively long body appears on the chart, and it is directed towards the momentum. It breaks through the filter level, and this will mean that we can make a trade now. By the way, there are other auxiliary filters in the strategy. For example, the system can be used only at certain hours of the day. In addition, not all currency pairs are adequate for trading with this strategy. However, the most important and significant filter is exactly this one, which I talked about in this video. Why do we track the action of the filter over the period of 5 hours? In fact, this material is worth taking a look at, but it is beyond the scope of this video. It's all about the relevance of price levels, which many traders try to use in their trading. There is very little information on this subject, although it is of highest importance. The thing is, the price levels that we determine on the chart visually, with the help of indicators or otherwise, are gradually losing their relevance. Time passes, new levels form on the chart, but what do we do with the old ones? If we continue to take into account the old levels when analyzing the market for a long time, then our entire chart on the screen will turn into a cluster of price levels. Here we need a mechanism, a system that will allow us to say goodbye to the old, used levels and pay more attention to the new ones that appear on the price chart. The methods from the field of relevance of price levels allowed selecting the optimal period for considering the levels on the chart for making 1-minute trades. If the time frame of the chart and the duration of the trade increase, then we simply multiply 5 hours by the time frame growth factor. For 3-minute trades, which are made according to the European strategy on charts with a 3-minute time frame, the filter must be checked for the last 15 hours. Quite possibly, this filter of trading signals will be useful to you even if you resort to completely different trading strategies. If you manage to integrate it into the trading strategy that you like, then the filter can help boost the efficiency of your trading. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube and Telegram channels, the link to which I will also leave in the description of the video. Good luck with your trading, have a great time of the day.